9 times African champions, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, the greatest, of course, a female football brand in the country, are currently in the United States of America, where they are preparing for the cracker against the U.S. women national soccer team, which will go down on Saturday, September 3rd, while the second leg of the friendly will also, of course, be played on the 6th of September, which is our Monday, in the Kansas City of United States of America. And of course, we shall also be looking at an NFF election, which is slated to hold on the 30th of this month in Edo State, Benin City. Wow, because looking at the profiles of some of the Nigerian finest, in sports administration, who are contesting just, for the sole position of the NFF president. All these are many more. We shall be focusing on this on the show this evening. Good evening. It is Plus Sport on Plus TV. I am Tolulokpe Atoba, taking you through the world of sport. I will be doing this alone, as I have with me on the show this evening one of the most vibrant and well-traveled, sports journalists this country, can boast of, the person of Gospel Ayuba Salami. Good having you on the show this evening.
It's a pleasure being here. My first and my debut appearance on Plus Sports TV. It's always a pleasure to be around you. I think the last time we met was way back in 2019 for that very crucial game against, should I say crucial, because it was an international friendly match against the Egyptian side, and we ended up having the Super Eagles winning against the Egyptian side. So I would say stay around, make sure you don't take a blip, because definitely we'll be taking you around the world of sports in 360 degrees.
All right, good, Gospel, let us look at the Super Falcons of Nigeria, the greatest brand of football in the country. Unfortunately, they weren't able to defend the trophy in Morocco when, they competed against the finest in the African continent as far as female football is concerned. They are presently in Kansas City in the United States of America, preparing for the doubleheader international friendly against the biggest, of course, football playing teams in the world, the U.S. women national soccer team. The Falcons, Coach Wardrum, of course, has kept faith, with the regulars in the team, with a couple of young players who have been drafted, to beef up the team. In the absence of some notable players in the Super Falcons, we have Esther Onyinedise, Rafiat Imran, Jimeyin Oluwatosin, and Abiodun Deborah. These guys, performed brilliantly. They recently concluded the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica. They are, of course, in the team, dining, with the big girls, in the Super Falcons camp, preparing, for the big crack on Saturday. Nigeria, US.
When you call the United States, you're talking about the climax of female football, the best team. You're talking about the team that has won the most number of the World Cup, 4 out of 8 World Cup tournaments. And I think, do we really stand a chance in that game? Well, it's an international friendly match, and I don't really attach so much when it comes to friendly games. It's just a game where we need to fine-tune the team, because you look at our last performance at the outcome, it was really disastrous. Yes, we got to the semi-finals, but was that the landmark that the Super Falcons is known for? We have seen them winning back-to-back African Cup of Nations, but come on, we need to be talking about that transition. We have so many aged players. I can't believe that a 39 years old player will still be having a crucial role in that team. So there must be that transition. It's good now that the coach has decided to invite some of the young stars from the under-20. They had a very important performance at the under-20. So it's good to see that transition where we have younger players being blended with advanced and experienced players.
Gospel, taking a look at the younger players, of course, they've been drafted into the teams. Let's just look at the midfield position of Super Falcons. We have Deborah Abiodun coming from the Super Falcons, and of course, Esther Onyinedise. These two girls, of course, did well at the last FIFA Under-20 Women World Cup in Costa Rica. Now they are in the Super Falcons. You understand? So, do you think they can rumble the jungle alongside Rita Dominic, Rashidat Ajibade, and of course Ngozi Okobe in the midfield of the Super Falcons?
Well, it's still very early to start pressurizing those ladies. We are talking about the most successful team, and we are playing them away in their home ground. So I think the coach will not be looking at throwing those players into that kind of game. Yes, you're talking. This is at the climax of football, and Esther, yes, she had a very good performance at the under-20 where she won 3 man of the matches in that tournament, but I still think he's still very young. We need to find a way to guide these young lads. We need to find a way, give them an opportunity to express themselves. But if you give them too much opportunity, it might end up, having so much criticism come their way. And would they be able to manage that at this present time right now?
Of course, we also have a Rafiat Imran, the left fullback, of the Super Falcons. She's also, in the team. So, do you think Rafiat Imran stand a chance, of making that shirt, against the much more experienced Super Falcons player, who has kept that shirt to herself, over the years?
Yes, I think, like I said, it's an international friendly game. So, there must be opportunities. A double-header where we'll play the first leg on the 3rd, and before we'll have a repeat fixture on the 6th. So they have an opportunity to give them a trial. But I think putting her in the first game in that match might not just spell out well for them. I just feel what they need right now is to blend among the team, understand the philosophy of the team. We didn't have a good run in our last outing. So I think right now what we need to do is to find a way to blend this young lad with the experience that we have already in the team, and probably we can get a decent result against the United States.
All right, probably we can get a good result against the United States of America. Still talking football, but moving away from the camp of Super Falcons of Nigeria, who are currently in U.S. preparing for the friendly international against the U.S. women national team. Quickly, we go into the NFF Secretariat in Abuja to look at what is happening. The biggest story, coming from the Glass House in Abuja is NFF election slated, to hold on the 30th of this month in Benin, Edo State capital. We have a Barrister Seyi Akinwumi, the first Vice President of the Nigerian Football Federation, jostling for the sole position. Also, we have Amadou Musa and Chris Emerua, Shehu Diko. All these men, of course, are gunning for NFF top position. President, Nigerian Football Federation, who get the position at the end of the election. Now, gospel, Barrister Seyi Akinwumi, Shehu Diko, we have Amadou Musa, we have Chris Emerua, and the rest of others. But the focus is Chris. The focus is on Seyi Akinwumi and Shehu Diko. Among these two men, of course, who do you think we perfectly suit at the position of NFF president?
First, we need to know where Nigeria football is at right now, because I know a lot of fans are not happy with what is going on in Nigeria football. I'm not happy. I know you as a journalist, you're not really happy to see where we are. Come on. We talk about, for we to be able to preview the future, we need to review the past. What has happened in Nigeria football in the past? We talk about the Amaju-led regime where we had a very dangerous time in Nigeria football. And you look at how his achievements were and where we need to be going right now. I think it's very important that we discuss that before we take a look at the people who might just be coming in for to become the next president of the Nigeria Football Federation. I also want to point out, when I was having this discussion with another fellow journalist, and it was like, come on, Pinnick didn't do bad, but come on.
Now let us look at the contestants for this position. So that we have a Barrister Seyi Akinwumi. He is the first vice president of Nigeria Football Federation. We have Shehu Diko, who also doubles at the LMC chairman, the second vice president of Nigeria Football Federation, and of course the rank outsiders. Of course, Chris Emerua. Of course, he is an official, at the CAF level, and of course, so also we have a couple of other guys who are also gunning for the position. Now let us look at it. Shehu Diko performed tremendously well, as the LMC chairman, and Barrister Seyi Akinwumi, who is also the Lagos State Football Association chairman, of course, also gunning for that position. Now, Chris Emerua, coming, from outside of the ring, wanting, to be the NFF president. So, what is your take on Chris Emerua?
Well, we need that international flair when it comes to football. We need to know what is happening out there. And I think we need someone who is tested, who has worked in several very important positions globally, and continentally, to be able to bring some level of development to Nigeria football. And you talked about Chris. Emerua is very vibrant, is very young. I think he has that antecedent to bring something different to Nigeria football than what we have seen. Yes, Shehu Akimomi has done fantastically well. You saw how he is handling the FA in Lagos State. But come on, I think we need someone who is young, someone who is fresh, someone who has something a bit different from what we know.
Now, looking at football, in Nigeria, people are complaining that football, is on the downside in the country. The inability of Super Eagles to pick a ticket to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The Super Falcons, of course, a shameful outing. At the Falcons in Morocco, and of course, the Flying Eagles and the Golden Eaglet, of course, won a waffle tournament. But that is not a yardstick, to winning the under-17, under-20 African Nations Cup. But we need someone that will come up with a blueprint on how best to develop football in Nigeria. So do you think these men are capable of giving Nigeria a good and solid blueprint that will get our football going?
Well, first, we also need to look at the domestic scene. It's very sad the way football is developing in Nigeria. You could see that our league in several seasons was not concluded. We don't even know when the new season is going to begin. So we need someone who knows the terrain as well, who can bring in some level of consistency, because that's what our football has lacked. We don't have consistency of development in Nigeria football. So we need someone who is who will be situated here, who knows the terrain as well, who can bring some innovation into the league and can bring sponsorship. You made mention of some other very key factors that has been affecting us. But come on, look at the Nigeria football. In Nigeria, how many times, when last did we, hosted any tournament? Even WAFU, we don't host the WAFU tournament. We don't have the female tournament. We literally don't have things going on in Nigeria. So I think what we are looking out for right now is someone who can change the narrative.
Okay, all right. We're still talking football on this exciting, television sports show. Plus Sport on Plus TV. Let's take a short break, and when we return, of course, we go straight, to talking volleyball. We'll be back.